Okay, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, Chud the Builder. As usual, one of the bad guys that want to play the victim after what he does backfires. So, Chud the Builder basically is in a position of having his bail reduced from 1.25 million to 1 million. But it has to be paid by 10 different, bonds companies. I don't even understand the purpose of them even reducing his bail. The judge basically, when he put that stipulation on it, it just makes no sense to me. Okay, so I still feel like even though they're not in agreement of what he has done and the way he, how he's been conducting himself, there's still, like, I've heard judges really express themselves angrily. I didn't hear the judge say what you did was disgusting. The things that came out of your mouth was disgusting. And as a human being, you should be ashamed to look at yourself in the mirror. What makes you any better than anybody else? Your First Amendment right is not to go around trying to provoke a race war. Your First Amendment right is not to be used to go around and insult people, and just harass people and, think that you can say what you want to them. That same judge, made a comparison, like, as to say you can't go into like a crowded area and yell fire, fire, or whatever, right? Okay. For all of you that think that, before I even get to that, his tweets were read to him, the things that he said. So the judge knows. Anybody, even his racist supporters, know what he was doing. The thing with racists is they don't care. There's something really seriously wrong with these people. It's just something, it's just in their DNA. They're just racist. They're proud of being racist. Their religion teaches them to be racist. All of these different, things that, hell, I just seen the other day where they're talking about building all white neighborhoods, only whites allowed, only. You can't be black, you can't be gay, Jews, whatever. You have to be a Christian. You have to have proof of your ethnicity and all this kind of crazy. This is all happening in America. This is all happening in America. Everybody wanna get a piece of the action with this racist nonsense. Well, this is what's happening. And they're using your Bible. There's a reason why they use the Bible. And I'm telling you right now, if you took out of everything in that Bible, if you took what attracts them the most out of it, is the whole point of slaves, obey your earthly masters. Huh? I'm telling you, this whole, you can take people of the nations and make them your slaves and pass them to all of these different things. You got white people standing up here talking about. These are racist white people. So all the non-racist white people should be lifting their voice to make it known. No, they don't represent me. They don't represent us. Same way how I tell you that these black folks that walk around here calling themselves niggas and proud, they don't represent me. I'm not what they are. And I don't represent them. Same way. Same way this Chinaman, I love when black people say this and this and this and this and they're being racist and all. And I got a video about that too. But at the end of the day, you need to put your foot down and make it known we're not tolerating this. But this is America. And unless a person speak, unless a person show you what they're made of, you don't know where they come from. You don't know what they stand for, right? So until you do, it's like, yeah, you got that defense wall up because you might sit here and have a racist in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to know how to flex with people. Well, here's the thing. This guy, Chud the Builder, Not only is he a POS, a scumbag of a human being, but this is the thing. If this guy doesn't do some serious time, he's going to encourage and influence other people. He already have a couple of people try to, copy what he did, and it didn't go well for them either. In fact, they didn't get the type of attention that he's getting. But he will have a whole lot of people thinking, you know what? We can get away with this. And guess what? He just happened to do what he did and got a judge that, wasn't for what he did. But hey, hell, nah, it's different out here where I'm at, or they'll take their chances. This guy have his people talking about, he acted in self-defense. No, he didn't act in self-defense. And this is what the judge was letting him know. His video, they've seen the video. They've saw that video. Well, he's sitting there talking about Chud the Builder, known for inciting, for provoking black people and all that, right? Talking about how he should have put the chimp down and he this and that. He's not going to spare another. All the things that he... Now, just imagine this. He's sitting not even in the privacy of his own home. He's in a public place, in a restaurant, eating. I think that's the same place he was eating at when he refused to pay the bill, right? So while he's sitting there eating, recording, this is what he's saying and doing. And where this incident took place, where him ended up shooting the black guy, this guy, this was on property where they have, signs telling you no firearms allowed on the premises, right? On the property, period. And that's where the incident took place, guys. So he has a lot of charges against him. Well, for this thing to go to trial and him to have people defending him, trying to help get him off, it shows you how many races. There's a lot of racists out there. There's racist people that don't think he should suffer. All he did was shot a black man. That's all. We're the ones in control. He's trying to enforce the natural order of things. This is how racist people think. See, I want you, everybody, black, white, whatever the fuck I want all of you to think about what you're saying when you're in favor of freedom of speech, as if there should be no limitations. I hear so many stupid people say that there's always limitations. Always. So how about a dean, professor at a college? Female walking by, he go, ooh, nice ass. Hey, I love to stick my up in that and bend you over. Yeah. Hey, I was just expressing my First Amendment right. I didn't touch her. You can't say, but that's no. In the principle, it's the same thing. So what are you going to say? So what if he says it off campus? That makes it any different? She can't go and say, hey, this guy, the professor or the guy that, one of the teachers, he's saying XYZ to me. They just had a situation a couple of weeks ago where there was a student. I forget what the meeting was about, but she's sitting there and this grown ass man goes, you're hot, you know that? Where you from? What's your name? Put his arm around and everything. And she complained about the guy. And the school said, well, they can't fire him because he's hired by the board of directors. And basically, they didn't want to get involved. So the guy didn't get it, Now, here's the deal. Let's say you and your wife are walking somewhere and some guy goes, hey, buddy, your wife got a nice ass. Hey, I don't know about you, but I'd be bending her over every night. Hey, she looks like a slut to me. What are you going to say? He didn't put his hand on you, right? He didn't get in your face, right? He's just expressing his First Amendment right. Hey, buddy, your son looks just like a monkey in the face. Yeah, a little nigga looks just like a monkey. Hey, I'm just expressing my First Amendment right. Hey, lady. God damn, your son pale. He like a fucking ghost. Get this boy some color. Hey, I'm just expressing my First Amendment right. Hey, you know what, nigga? If I had it my way, I'd shoot you right in your head. I feel like your people are worthless. You're not worth anything. Hey, I didn't threaten him. All I said was, if I had it my way, I would. I want to. I didn't say I was going to. I was just expressing my First Amendment right. Hey, you know what? I know you're only 8 years old, but man, you're already fine. And if I had my way, I'd bend you over right now at 8 years old. Yeah. Hey, I didn't touch the little girl. I didn't say anything to her. That was beyond my First Amendment right. All I did was let her know that she was a hot little girl. That's all. But I didn't touch her. I didn't actually do it. Hey, I know you're only 10, but I can tell you're going to be a nice, handsome young man. I'd like to sit on your face right now, but hey, if I could, I'd do it. Hey, I didn't actually do it. All I did was express my First Amendment right. What happens when you have racist cops and racist judges that decide that they don't really care about anything you say? I don't have to read you your rights because I'm the law. I do what I want to do. I twist and bend the law. What if a judge stood there and told you, well, ma'am, I know he called you a big lip, monkey face nigga and all that, but I mean, he just expressed his First Amendment right. He didn't touch you. Yeah, well, he walked, but he didn't step on your grass. He was on the public sidewalk, but he never stepped on your lawn. And he can stand there in a public place. So what now, your intentions don't have anything to do with it? Of course it does. If you're a grown man, grown woman, you're just standing outside of a elementary school or hospital, just standing there lurking around, and at some point, people, what do you do you need anything, like, right? Because why is this person just lurking around kids? Now imagine that person. They have no right to be there. They have no reason. Do your kids go here? Nope. Do you know anybody that go? I mean, what is your purpose? Of course, they're going to question him for the safety of the kids, right? And even as the working staff, like, who is this person? Why are they just lurking around? They're not, this place isn't open to the public to walk through, jog through, ride a bike through, nothing. They're just here. What is he going to say? Well, I'm just out here, just walking. I'm just standing here for no reason, just standing. No, they want to know what your intentions are. Now, what I'm saying, private property and public, that's different. Okay, but what I'm saying, your intentions, why are you just hanging out of the school? Right? He's not touching anybody. Right? Does he want to? Is he trying to kidnap someone? What's the intention? Are he watching little kids? Like, is he watching little kids? Well, what is he doing? Right? Okay. So imagine you walking down the street, right? Again, same thing. Damn, girl, that's your man. You know you don't know how to give it to him, right? I bet you don't even give head good. Shit, you better ever mess up, because if you do, I'm going to be right there to take him from you. He fine. You ugly. Look at you. You don't even look good. I'm just expressing my First Amendment rights. See, you guys are in favor of something until it backfires on you. And then you get that taste of understanding why there's limits to what we do. Hey, Mr. Johnson, your car is all yours. It's paid off. You don't think you still have to pay your car insurance, though? Hey, this house is all yours. Your house is paid for. Don't pay your property taxes and see what happens. See, everything has limits to what we should say and do. I am in favor of the First Amendment rights to a certain degree. I don't think we should be able to just say what we want and just do it. I do not believe that. If that's the case, and neither does the law, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't give a fuck that it's the First Amendment right. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you talk about your rights, why do we have laws? You can't do this here. You can't do that there. You can't, right? And it's nothing that you're like, example. I'll give you a perfect example of something. I can remember, this was probably around 2010. A child said something that he heard on a cartoon and repeated it. They would have to bring that child to see a sheriff. The sheriff wanted to just talk to the kid to make sure right? You understand what I'm saying to you? And this is a kid. What happened to, they're just kids, man, repeat it. No, they have to take it serious, right? Because what if now you have a situation where a kid says something, then brings a gun to school and actually pops somebody, right? Yeah, a child. This was a kid's. The understanding that a kid needs that there's certain things you can't say and do, right? Why do you tell this kid that? To keep this kid from getting in trouble. Because as you get older and you're no longer a kid, you become an adult. Now, it's not about mom, dad, I'm in trouble. You got yourself in something that mom and dad might not be able to help you with, right? But isn't it you want them to be good people? You don't want them to grow up thinking they can just say and do what they want. And that there is consequences, right? So how do we get to a point where all of a sudden now it's okay? It's okay. YouTube is full of shit. This is why I tell you guys, I try to respond to a lot of your comments and I can't. An error occurred. That's what it constantly says up there. YouTube is full of shit. But you can put videos up, YouTube, TikTok, all these different social media platforms. Oh yeah, you got racist people putting up, niggers make me wanna this and that, niggers, didn't it? Right? Oh, that doesn't communicate. That does not violate community guidelines. But speaking facts and truth is. That's violating. And they post these racist things up. And my thing is this, I don't recommend those channels. I don't have thin skin. So no, they don't make, oh man, look what they saying. Nah, these people are just sick, racist, ignorant, foolish, bitch ass, sucker ass, punk ass people. They're cowards. But this is what they are. And you have this racist dude sitting here he's planning that he's going to kill a black person. I'm going to provoke you, and as soon as you resist, I'm going to kill you. And he said, as soon as I see you, dude, I'm going to blow your brains out, right? Okay. So his intentions was to kill someone. So if your intentions isn't being questioned, if it's not a fact, we wouldn't see it. We wouldn't see auditors constantly standing outside trying to provoke a reaction, right? What do you think auditors do? The intentions of the auditors initially are supposed to be to make sure that people are not having their rights, okay, being denied, okay, and unjustly on top of that. So they want to make sure that people understand the law. Now it's gotten to the thing where people are just making channels, they're monetizing their channels, and the auditors, yeah, they try to provoke reactions. Now, here's the thing. If the auditor is on a public road, not on private property, and they're just standing there recording, they're not saying anything to anybody, they're not harassing anybody, right? Then you'll have a person way across a building, parking lot somewhere, come out of a building, walk all the way over to the camera. Hey, what are you guys doing? Right? Didn't say, I don't want to be filmed, but they walk and stand right in front of the camera, right? You've seen that dumb shit, right? Okay, that person could have just kept their ass inside. If they really have an issue and they call the police, when the police come out, what do the police do? Some of the cops understand and they'll tell them, look, they're on a public road. They're not, doing anything wrong. We can't, you might not like it, okay, but we can't do anything about that. They're not on the property. They're not bothering. Just ignore it, right? Then you got the cops that go, well, what are you doing? What are you working on? What story are you doing? Well, people are calling, and right? Yet they're supposed to know the law. You guys don't understand. You got a bunch of unprofessional, uncivilized idiots running around here that don't know how to conduct themselves. I don't want to be recorded, but I'm going to walk all the way. I'm inside of a fucking building. You're not on the property. You're not doing anything other than being annoying. I'm just going to walk way across the parking lot, out of a building, to come outside to tell you I don't want to be recorded, but I'm standing right in front of the camera. Then they pull out their phone. Little petty. This is the world we live in, y'all. Goofy shit. So if your intentions have no bearings, why even question why this person is here? They're not doing anything right. Rights are rights. Even if you don't like what it is, right? How are you going to provoke anything? Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say you're walking down the street and you got guys just zooming in, filming your ass, or just doing it right. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about a person standing outside. You know what they're doing. You're going that way. You're already out of their line of sight. You're going but no, you decide you want to walk back to ask this person what they're doing and what, right? You see this all of the time. Now imagine if the auditor was standing there going, God damn, look at that ass. Hey, look, now you're harassing people. Okay, now, do you understand? Now you're overstepping your boundaries. I personally don't like the idea that these people stand out just recording people. Because you got pervs that just walk around recording women's asses, shit like that. Just say, for example, they're sitting up here, now they're recording, you're going where you're going, you're doing, right? But I'm talking your intentions. If you're working on a story, then that means you're full of shit. They're not working. Let's say they can't. Let's say they are. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Say they are working on a story. They're out here telling women they got nice asses, or they're just recording people for personal reasons, and they're saying things to people. Now you completely debunk this whole your work. What story are you working on? What story are you working on? No. At the end of the day, there's limits to what we do. And the thing about it is people are selective with when it's important and when it's not. So this guy, Chud the Builder, right? He put himself in a situation. Why should he get to go home and hug his daughter and spend time with his daughter? None of those things didn't keep him from being a racist piece of shit and raising her right. And of course, him being like that, do you think he's teaching his daughter to not be racist? So she'll just follow his footsteps and be another fucking racist just like him? Huh? Does she even know that he's in jail? And if she does she even know why he's in jail? Maybe she think her dad is being put in prison unjustly. He's locked up for no reason. All he did was shot a nigger. And this is how we want to raise our children as a society. When I went to school, all the white American teachers, because the majority of them were always white, all these teachers used to always tell us about how Russia is a communist country, Germany, all these places. You wouldn't want to live in Japan. You wouldn't want to live in China. You wouldn't want to live. And they used to tell us, teachers this shit. The teachers were saying this. We had students from all different places, but they would just say rude shit because we're in America. We can say what we want. Oh, yeah. This is the best country to live in because our freedoms and this, and this is why people leave their countries to come to America. We don't leave our, right? Oh, they would. And here's what I'm saying. Even when there's some truth to certain things you just shouldn't say. And if you're going to say something, you need to explain it. But the classroom was not the right place to say this. We had kids from all these different places that she's naming. And the teachers would stand up there and tell us this. America has always had its bullshit. And not for nothing, but when you got pale skin, you don't go through the same shit that we go through. You're not treated the same way we're treated. You're not discriminated against. Okay? No. But this is what was being said. Look at America in 2026. This piece of shit country that you've turned it into. From the president down to all of these racist supporters of these people that are proud to be racist ass people. Go build your all white communities. Who gives a fuck? I don't want to go there anyway. I mean, here we are now as kids reading about slavery and whites only this, whites only that, and segregation, and now you got people wanting to bring this back. Go live in your little racist ass neighborhoods. Who cares? Who cares? You ever see those movies where it's like a small town, very small population, and they got like one sheriff for the whole town, everybody knows? You know, it's how everybody in the movies, everybody's always in each other's business, everybody knows who's who, and right? And remember, if you ever seen those movies and you're like, man, this is a crappy way to live, man. Because just think about it. Every little thing that happens in this little piece of shit town, everybody knows about, to where it's just people make everything personal. Whatever church they go to or churches or whatever they, it's like everybody just knows everybody. That don't mean they all get along. Right? Doesn't mean that they all get along. But now just think, real life. And this be those movies where you don't see no black people at all in these movies. So this is what they want to do in real life. So you have the right Just think about it. Once again, you only hear people speaking up, showing favor for the freedom of speech when they want to do and say some racist, hateful shit. Outside of that, nope. Who do you hear speaking up for the freedom of speech for the right reasons? You had these idiotic racist people saying Chud the Builder was only defending him. This shows you how ignorant. I mean, you people are some ignorant motherfuckers, man. You racist motherfuckers are just really ignorant. So if I sit here and made a video right now and said, so yeah, when I see this old lady, I know her two sons are gonna try to, defend her. But when I see her, yeah, I'm gonna threaten her. And as soon as I see her, I'm gonna pull my gun on her and let her know that I feel threatened by her because she said some things I didn't like or whatever the hell. And as soon as her son go to defend her, I'm gonna shoot both of them crackers right in the head. Then I sit here, go through a situation after shooting both of them, and I'm in jail. And I got black people saying, hey, man, he was only defending himself. It was two of them and one of him. But I sat and made a video clearly telling you I'm going to do this. Yeah. You don't think all these racist people who's defending Chud would be going, dude, the guy got a video and he's telling everybody he's going to do it. You don't think that they'd be doing that? Look at what he said. He planned it all. And yeah. It's like Chud planned it. Only things didn't happen for him the way he thought it was going to go. The dude's a scumbag. And he does not deserve to further corrupt his daughter's brain, however old she is. I don't know. He doesn't deserve to be able to go home and hug his daughter, pick her up and take her out. And no, he doesn't deserve to do that. And what type of, I don't know how old his daughter is, if she's a little baby, or I don't know what her age is, but no. And if he has a woman, I don't see you being racist and you're married to somebody, but they're not racist. I just don't see that being a healthy relationship, because at some point that should be anything that should separate you. That should be one of the things. Like, wait a minute, why are you, just imagine this man having a woman, aware of the videos he make, and of course, if he says these things to the public, he talks this shit to her. So him and his racist woman, if they're together or whatever, they understand this is how you're raising your daughter to be. Let's just make these racist. Well, they have the First Amendment right. They can teach her whatever they want to teach her to be racist. See, this is the stupidity I'm saying about dumbass Americans. This is exactly my point. This is why all these countries always hated America. And this is exactly the same way people see black people not showing unity. This is why they are so, adamant about trying to act tough towards us, because they seem to think we all the same till they come across the wrong motherfucker and realize, yeah, you got the right one now. Other countries see America being divided with blacks and whites. They see this shit, and all the other ethnic groups that's here. They see there's no unity. Everybody's like, just go their separate ways. You people stay over there. You people stay over there. We stay over here. You stay away from us, right? But you got the ones who think they run the fucking country. And that's just not the way it goes. But it is the way that they try to make it. And there's no way that this guy should walk free. There is no way he should walk free. This guy should do time. And in fact, not only should he do time, right? Not only should he do time, but they need to make an example out of him. This should be an example of, no, this is what we don't tolerate. And in fact, the judges should not be so lenient. They should let him know that they're disgusted by his actions. In fact, This guy, Chud, had the nerve to say black people don't know how to conduct themselves. See, yeah, so he has to put him down. Next time he get a chance, he's going to put a nigga down. This is what he's saying, right? So in other words, this is what he's basically saying. No matter what I say or do, boy, or black nigga bitch, you keep your mouth shut. You mind your tongue and you do what you're told. You don't talk back to me. The fuck does he mean? They don't know how to conduct themselves, huh? So you sitting here making racist videos, you ignorant bitch, sitting up here refusing to pay a bill after eating people's food. You're sitting up here making racist hate crime videos. See, this is what you're doing, and you're conducting yourself properly. And the judge even says to him that listening to the video and reading his tweets that maybe, and the fact that the bail being raised up, because hey, maybe you need to learn how to, conduct yourself differently. But he's being so nice about it. This is exactly what I'm saying. No, he needs to know. He needs to feel like an ass sitting there. And you know what make him really feel like an ass even more? Because here's this old white judge sitting in front of him that he could have swore was going to be on his side. Yeah, he thought the law. You heard what he said. Watch what happened when I walk after I kill a chimp. Leave it, right? And walk free. Then he said, and then a race war is going to start. This was his intentions. See, for any of you idiotic racists that think that you're going to walk up to black people and be disrespectful, walk the fuck up on me. Walk the fuck up on me and see what happens. Come to me with that monkey chimp nigga coon shit and see what the fuck happens to you. And this is exactly what I'm saying to you. This is what people like him try to provoke. Ain't nobody scared of no strap. We all got them. We all got license to carry. And guess what? You gonna fuck around and you gonna do shit trying to be like your little racist heroes, and you're gonna get yourself erased. He should never see his daughter's face again. His daughter and whoever the fuck the mother is need to learn differently. To be good human beings and not walk around and be a racist piece of shit because, well, we just have the freedom to. What is wrong with these pale people? What the fuck is wrong with these folks that they're just so full of hatred, bro? It's just something about them that it's just in them to be racist. Like it's like they're retarded. Like they're just naturally retarded. Something is wrong with them. And the crazy part about it, even like, for example, when you go for a jog, you go walking, wherever you go, everybody I come across, I make eye contact with. And I'm not the motherfucker that's going to speak first because I just don't trust people. But one of the things that always happen when I see white people, right? Sometimes they'll drop their head, not say anything at all. Sometimes they'll just, whatever. And I just, The sad part about it, man, is like y'all don't get it. Your silence keeps you in the dark. So you all look the same to us. Same way how y'all try that, all blacks are, no. This is my point. When you don't separate yourself from these people, who are you to us? Me and my son was on the trail the other day. All throughout the park, it's telling you, stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. All throughout the park. Every so many feet. This is like a 4-mile long park or something like that. It's constantly telling you, stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. Every time we go up there, it's never black people. It's never Latino people. Nobody else. It's always a group of white people who do what? Go off the trail. First off, and let me explain this to you. Part of the trail goes up on a really steep hill. So when you look down, man, if you fall and you got all kind of big ass stones and sticks sticking up and sticky bushes and all that, thorn bushes and all, and then part of it goes right to water. Let's say if somebody fell, knocked themselves out, fell and drowned. Anything could happen. People wouldn't even know that happened to you, right? Well, what do we see them do? Walk off the trail, dip out into the woods. What do you think the bears are? What do you think all the animals are? They try to stay off the trail and away from people, right? The only thing you see on that trail that don't really run from people are the squirrels and the chipmunks. Mostly because why? The deer, you got deer that'll cross here and there, whatever, but they stay away from people. But what happens? Even though the signs say what they say, let's just go off into the trail anyway. And we're not talking about little kids. We're talking about people grown, old enough to know better, and they just go walk off into the woods. And if something happens to them, like they go out there and it happen to be a family of bears, yeah, got the mama bear and the cub there. What you think gonna happen? Oh, that's so sad. Oh my God. No, what's sad is people too fucking stupid to follow instructions. Keep your dumb ass on the trail. Nah, let's go walk off and wander into the woods. Just so curious and nosy. So fucking nosy. Always want to see some shit. It's like in the movies, right? Big ass cave, got a do not enter sign. Dude, I'm going in. So fucking nosy. Mind your fucking business and just stay on the trail. This park, nobody goes up here. Here and there, you'll see a couple maybe sit down. They got like three or four benches throughout the whole park. The park is not for camping, picnic, and all that. It's just people go up there for the sole purpose of running or walking. And then occasionally you got your weed smokers that go sit over there by the waterfall and whatever. But when you go there, that's what you go there for. Now our point is, all throughout that park, you see the signs. But it's always them that decide we're going to just walk off the trail and go into the woods. You can't go fishing there. You can't do anything. It tells you no bikes, ATVs, nothing on the trail. Who do we always see breaking the rules? Want to get on a bike and ride their bikes on the trail when it's not for that. It's not no bike riding. How many times have you been somewhere on the beach and it says no dogs, no pets allowed? And then here comes somebody's dog taking a shit on the beach, walking, jumping his hairy, furry ass into the water. And when people say so, well, the geese come out here and take shits. So the sign doesn't say no geese, dumbass, because humans aren't sitting there walking geese on a fucking leash. The geese live there. Your hairy ass dog don't. Keep your fucking dog off the beach. Then you got kids running around playing. They're throwing a ball around. Your dog is chasing after them. I mean, so when things like that piss you off, right? People come into a supermarket, bring their dog and put their dog in a shopping cart. And people like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, come on, man. Unsanitary shit. Now, when you do personal things, like you see this nasty bitch sitting up here on TikTok, she's eating spaghetti or something, linguine or whatever the fuck it is, and then she's feeding her dog off the same fork, and the dog licking, slurping, and she's feeding herself, and nasty son of a bitch, feeding her dog with the same fork. Yeah, but that's your personal stupidity. You just too dumb to not keep that to yourself and want to show the world that you think you're a fucking dog. Not that you think your dog is human, but you think you're a dog too. I don't care how much I love my dog. There's no fucking way I'm going to sit and have my dog that dog lick his dick, his balls, his own, that whatever. He lick himself and then he's going to fucking sit here and lick my food, lick the spoon and fork I'm eating on, and I'm going to feed myself. You must be out your mind. So you think you're a dog too. And it's always people, like, you ever see these dodo videos? These people are going to get somebody killed. I'm pretty sure somebody's been influenced and got themselves hurt real bad or killed trying to follow these dodo videos. What do? Had a little soft music playing in the background, right? Got the words coming up on the screen. What happened? There was a moose, and the moose walked up the hill and was swaying his head left and right. He was trying to get help. Why? Because the baby moose was trapped in something, right? And all of a sudden, the people followed this moose and freed the baby. Oh, the mother moose was very thank you. You could see her bowing her head saying thank. Like, Like these motherfuckers think that they can speak fucking animal language and shit, whatever, right? You ever see the video of this fucking guy who was on a motorcycle and he went to feed this bear? And he's sitting there and then the bear grabbed him. Okay, you guys don't understand. You have less fear of a fucking 1,000-pound animal that can fucking kill you with one swipe. Go for your throat and the heartbeat, throw your little ass around. But yet, you got this fear and this hatred towards human beings. You know, you could take Black History Month, you can take Hispanic Month, you can take anybody's culture, and why don't we celebrate being human beings? How about that? Why don't we, what's the purpose of even praying and going to church anyway? Who gives a fuck? Because y'all all racist anyway. And you still want to walk around here and try to bring back slavery. You still walking around here angry and hateful towards people, but you have a belief in a God that's going to bring your racist ass to a so-called heaven. You dumb fuck still walking around here believing in fucking fairy tales. But how about that, huh? How about we know we don't tolerate racism. We don't tolerate hatred. How about we teach that? I mean, y'all don't have a problem telling little boys that they little girls. You don't have a problem telling little girls that they're boys. Oh, there's no such thing as gender. It's just mindset. Or we're all this. No, boys don't bleed. We don't have to stick maxi pads up. And we don't know. All of these different things. We don't make babies. We make them. We don't have them. We fertilize your eggs. We're not the same. We're two different sexes. But you got no problem with screwing kids' heads up, telling them that, oh, it's okay. No, we're not one fucking gender. I give you all the money in my bank account if two men can make each other pregnant, or two women can make each other pregnant. Y'all have no problem with enforcing that. Sex education is no longer sex education. It's instructions on how to have sex. And this is what you teaching kids. But we can't teach people to not be hateful, not be racist. Yeah. I hope Chud the Builder gets a lot of time. And I hope that when he goes to jail, I hope that he's in a black section of black people that hate him just as much as he hates us. Because if they find a bunch of coons, they might be in there taking pictures with him and smoking with him. Nah, he needs to suffer and he needs his freedom taken away. What's going to beat him down more than anything else is him telling himself, but I didn't do nothing wrong. It was a nigger. It's not like it was a white guy I shot. It was a nigger. So what? See, example of something too, right? And I'm going to show you where freedom of speech is bullshit. If you attack somebody and you refer to them as racial slurs, they'll consider that a hate crime. Yeah, you shot this person. Now, you done made a video, did all this. You refer these people as being coons and all this shit. See, your defense attorney try to ignore certain things. They try to delete tweets, videos, and if nobody have access to this, because you know that they got this database where they can dig up everything. You know this. They done caught so many people with you deleted the message from your phone, right? But somehow they find a way to bring back old messages. Well, you saying this happened? How many times have you, and let me show you, how many times have you bought a phone? And before you bought that phone, let's say you freed up space on your phone, you deleted all the messages from your phone, right? You buy a new phone, what happens? Them same messages that you deleted all of a sudden are back on your new phone. Why? So even though you delete the message is not gone. They've caught so many people like that because the messages might have been deleted on both parties' phones, but somehow they got your old messages back. They even got things now, little device, apps and all of that. Restore my old pictures. Restore. Hey, did you have pictures from 10 years ago of your kids and you deleted them? Now your kids are grown and you wish you still had those photos. Well, now you download the new app, blah, 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 and all of a sudden you can pull up videos from 10 years ago. Huh? Messages from 10 years ago. Where the fuck do you think this stuff is coming from? You done had 8 different phones since that time. And somehow those old photos are still existing somewhere. Wake up, people. Wake up, people. So they catch you with things and use it against you. And this guy said what he said. And of course, we already know everything he do is a hate crime. Him just saying, when I see you, dude, I'm going to splatter your brains all over the sidewalk. Calling black people chimps and all that shit and niggas. Okay, so we know it's a hate crime already. The incident itself with him referencing this guy as a coon. Everything. We know what his motive was. He said what his motive was. If I sat here and said, hey man, between 9 and 5 o'clock, don't bother me. I'm about to go clap some cheeks. Yo, Aries clap that ass. Yo, you seen that? She thick. Yo, goddamn, she here. Yo, goddamn, Aries a lucky one. He nigga be getting the finer. Damn, I can't believe it. Nigga, I told you. Between 9 and 5, don't fuck with me. I'm clapping some cheeks. Yeah, all day, nigga. Nothing to be shocked about, right? I told you that's what I was going to do, right? And then I did it. So what was my intentions? I'm going to clap them cheeks. What you think is different with Chud? He said what he said while he's sitting here in the restaurant. Imagine yourself going to a restaurant right now, and as you walking past, you hear somebody sitting there recording themselves saying dumb shit like that. Once I get too close, bro, you're not going to make it to your gun. And I'm not going to pull mine. I don't need to pull mine. I got these 2 cannons right here. Here, these knees, these feet. Here. I'll fuck you up so bad by the time you won't even remember where you put your gun. But this is the type of shit. You want to know what I find so crazy, man? And let me skip to black people real quick, and I'm going to close this video. I see some black dude over here talking about he could beat Michael Jai White in a fight. That's another black dude. He's defending Bruce Lee over Michael Jai White, but he wants to fight Michael Jai White. You got black people cheering for Adrian Broner. I see Adrian Broner sitting here drinking to the point he's about to throw up. Adrian Broner's nothing but a fucking drunk, and y'all still sitting here applauding this man. What happens when he gets blood alcohol poisoning or something, right? He gets alcohol poisoning in his blood. What happens then? What happens when he decided to do something even dumber and he wound up killing himself because he was drunk? What happens then? The very thing that's tearing this man's life apart is entertaining to y'all. Here's a man, 11 years, somebody's senior, and he's hanging out with a motherfucker dressing like him, like little kids. Fuck that. He's an alcoholic. He's a drunk. Roy Jones then sent a message to him trying to wake him up. Different people. Terrence Crawford, different people. Crawford don't want to see him. He don't want to be around him in that drunk state. He don't want to see him. I just had a visitor, somebody that I've known for a long time, come over here the other day, drunk as fuck out of his mind, man. It was bad. And you gotta let people know. When you become an alcoholic, you become a drug abuser, any of these things. People like that, they take years off their lives. They don't want to get help. They don't want to change. They are who they are. They're depressed. They go through so much shit mentally. Who's taking you serious? You're only doing YouTube shit now because you're washed up as a fighter. You've been washed up way long time ago. You're not dedicated. You're not focused. And this is why Al and Floyd wouldn't invest into Adrian Broner, because Adrian Broner is incompetent. He's unreliable. Okay. And he's extremely childish. He doesn't take boxing serious. He said so many times these very words right here. I'm about to get rid of all this other shit, man. Focus on this boxing shit, man. No, you're not. No, you're not. Dude walk around here with his big ass pot belly. Remember how he used to act into this fight, brush his hair and all that shit? Remember all that shit he used to do? Now look at him. A fucking drunk. But it's entertaining to y'all to watch him make an ass out of himself. Y'all don't realize this man's life is a fucking mess. And this is like his last resort to make some money doing YouTube videos. Everything about this dude that's destroying his life. People that love him drop their head like, damn, Adrian, y'all, this nigga funny as hell. You know, there's a video clip I have of this racist white guy saying, you got to keep niggas silly, goofy, keep them away from what's really serious. See, you got like niggas that want to know the plantation. They want to understand rules and why this happened. That's a dangerous Negro. You don't want them to learn. You want to keep them childish, simple-minded, fools, goofballs. That's what you want to keep them to. That's one of black people's biggest problems. I see all these so-called tough guy niggas, all these gang-banging niggas, right? Y'all tough niggas, right? Y'all tell other black people they got to tap in, they got to check in when they come to your hood, when they come perform and make some money in you, right? Y'all don't tell no white people that shit. I know y'all don't. Nah, y'all don't tell, well, you got to face repercussions. Oh, no. I know what you're basically saying is this. What you're trying to not say directly is this. You see, if you don't tap in, we gonna let niggas know that you here. We gonna send somebody after you to purposely fuck with you so you know to tap in next time because you gonna pay us. We ain't gonna tell Stallone that. We ain't gonna tell Donald Trump racist ass that. We ain't gonna tell nobody that ain't black. Oh, no. No, we ain't gonna tell Jim Carrey that. We're not gonna tell Mariah Carey that. We ain't gonna tell nobody. No, only niggas. That's who we gonna tell. You gotta check in. You making money out here. And you see what Big U is now, right? And he was one of the main ones advocating for that bullshit with all that check in shit, right? You see that stupid mentality? Who the fuck are you that somebody gotta check in? So, because we protect you, so you know where to go and not to go, and you know it. Because that's the mindset of a stupid nigga. Not a black man, a stupid nigga. That's why he in jail now. All of these people, this is all they talk about. This is all I hear black folks talking about, man. Y'all walk around here worried about who's a snitch, who's a real nigga, who's this and that. That dumbass Clubhouse show. None of these motherfuckers do. Why y'all not talking about Chud the Builder case? Why y'all not bringing up what's important? Why y'all not trying to help educate black folks to focus on things that's important in life? Y'all got platforms to do that. Because if we talk that party shit, niggas don't want to hear that shit. That's the whole problem. Y'all shouldn't be niggas. You should be black men and women. That's the whole problem with y'all. Y'all don't know anything but nigga shit, right? That's all y'all know. But as long as y'all making money off of these ignorant ass niggas, that's all y'all care about. So y'all don't care about these people learning anything constructive. Who the fuck goes to work? Who the fuck has who has anything worth living for in life? Come home and tune in or sitting at work, tune in to listen to a bunch of negativity. Notice how they don't talk about this, but y'all run to the white boy, Adam 22, Vlad, or whoever, and had this guy call himself Lord Jamar talk shit about Godfrey. Godfrey's going to go back to Vlad. Godfrey this, and who went back? The guy that calls himself Lord Jamar. Corey Holcomb. Just think, all the black folks that didn't talk shit. Aries Spears, all these people, let me tell y'all something, man. This shit is nothing but camera talk, man. This shit is just for the cameras. None of these people are real. They fake as fuck. And for the handful that might be real ones, well, time will tell. And until we have a reason to see anything different, feel any different about them, to me, they're just people. That's all. They're just people. They're capable of doing good, capable of going bad, right, wrong, whatever you want to say it. But look at all these sellouts, all these coons that's out here. Look at all these let's just look at all these fake ass people, man. Yo, Max B said this, man. Fuck Max B. Whatever he feel about Kane is his business. Kane will roast his ass and he know it, and fuck him. Fuck Max. That shit ain't important. That shit's not important. The sad thing about that is he's a 45-year-old grown man. You can't sing these hoes and get these hoes like me. Stupid ass, like all this goofy shit. This is what I'm talking about. And you are part of a genre that nobody took serious. They didn't even want rap to be a thing. They called it crap. It's just some shit that these niggas came up with. This isn't art. No, and instead of you understanding, somebody paved the way for me to be here, man. No, instead of you ain't got to do this to Kane and none of them. I don't do that shit to nobody. But if you ain't got to do that, all you got to do is understand, though. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, if anything, man, I'm going to show gratitude because, hey, man, you know what? Y'all made this possible for us. Nah. All y'all want to, who's better? Who's the king of New York? Who's the king of Cali? Who's on your Mount Rushmore? Who's the greatest of all? This is all the fuck black folks is interested in. This is what gets you going. And all these debates and bull petty shit to the point where this is all y'all look for. Entertainment now is what? Everybody's negative. Everybody's is pissed off about something. Nobody has nothing good to say. But if you want to talk about real issues, talk about real issues. Back in the day, people called themselves influencers, right? Let's take these people that, like they work out and all. And instead of them, it's amazing how people, okay, y'all, so, oh my God. That's how you start your video off. Y'all, oh my God, I'm running behind. I'm so stressed out. I don't know. I just feel so stressed out. I don't know why. Oh, my mental health issues is, I don't know. I'm just, oh my God, y'all. How the fuck you going to influence anybody? What the fuck is your influence? To show them that you some dysfunctional, half-witted motherfucker that just, this is how you start an instructional video? A so-called motivational video? Somebody's watching you to learn and get workout tips and meal plans and all that, and you're blowing your breath and hollering OMG 20 times in a row and talking about how you're stressing, your mental health issues is kicking in, and then the whole time you're just basically showing off or just working out and talking about dumb shit, complaining the entire time. I don't like this machine. It's too cold in this gym. Oh, I don't like the gloves I got. Oh, I mean, everything is just like so unprofessional. Everything is just so, I just got to find shit to complain about. So it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. You put your little half-naked outfit on just to fucking tell everybody how stressed out you are. This is the norm now. So if you're not talking about something negative, we don't have a conversation. Yet, this piece of shit cracker sitting up here. Right? And mind you, like I said, you got white people, you got crackers. You got black people, you got niggas. You got Hispanic, Latino, you got spics. You got Asians, you got chinks. And let me remind you, why I'm saying that? Because everybody think it's cool to say nigga. So since y'all want to refer to us as racial slurs, like it's a cool, okay, cool. Cool. So if you're not a good Asian and you a chink, then how about that? You're not a good white person and you a cracker. Since you want to throw the word nigga around. Because I want y'all to feel that and understand that. So that's why I say that. So no, I'm not in favor of racial slurs. I'm not in favor of it. No. So but since y'all want to First Amendment right shit and want a freedom of speech thing and want to write a nigga, okay, right. So then yeah, this cracker sitting up here in jail. He still doesn't feel what he did was wrong. He feel like he's being wrong and betrayed. Because a white man just like him is the reason he's in jail. No, dumbass. You're the reason you're in jail. And you don't deserve to see your daughter's face again. Hopefully, your daughter and the female that gave birth to your daughter are nothing like you. We know the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Well, hopefully they're nothing like you. So your daughter can grow up and be a good human being, not grow up and be a piece of shit like you. Just like when Charlie Kirk was alive, did his wife ever say anything publicly about, I don't agree with what my husband is saying and we don't live like we don't? No, of course not. No, and she still hasn't. In her mind, he was done wrong. He done nothing wrong, though. Fuck her, too. Piece of shit. Yeah, but racists gonna stand up for racists. And y'all still running around here supporting Nicki Minaj, her sellout plastic ass sitting up here making excuses for this fucking dead motherfucker because he got his bean cooked. Well, black folks, wake up. White people, Asians, Latinos, wake up. We're going nowhere and nowhere fast as a society in America because people refuse to not tolerate racism, to not tolerate hate. What the fuck do you think people gonna do? All you Christians always talking shit about we got free will and people choose to use free will. Y'all got the nerve to sit up here and say what God is and what God isn't, what God wants from us and what free will, but y'all choose to be racist. But you use your Bible to support your racism. That's why this bitch ass cracker's sitting up here in jail now. You want to go hug my daughter? No. You want hugs? There's plenty of black men that's going to be in jail with you. And maybe one of them will bear hug you and squeeze the life out your dumb ass. This dude is, just everything that came out of his mouth. And the fact that he was able to even post any of this. And he didn't get, this video violates community guidelines, did he? And he got a series of videos harassing people, violating and disrespecting people, and planning on putting somebody's brains all over the sidewalk, huh? Yeah. He's saying this like he's playing a game of Fortnite or Dead by Daylight or something. Like you just gonna kill somebody and y'all just gonna keep playing because it's only a game, right? Nobody's really dead for no. This is how he's talking about taking a human life. This coward ass bitch, fat sloppy built motherfucker. Hey, listen, y'all. Don't wait for your daughter or your son to get killed. Your husband, your wife, mom, dad, whoever, best friend. Don't wait for you to get violated for you to understand what I see. Y'all better pick a side because you see the way things are going, right? Yeah. This dude better do some jail time. Case in point, I'm out.